Broncos improved to 3-2, 3 straight wins. They end the 8-game losing skid to the Raiders in a beatdown, 34-18. And the first thing that came to my mind when kind of preparing this post-game show was, I'm just so happy for this fan base. I mean, first home win of the season. You beat the Raiders, who you had no business losing to 8 in a row because they sucked in the last 4 years. This fan base needed this win. They needed an absolute domination of a team that they had no business losing to 8 in a row. But Bo Nix and the Broncos, and the defense, of course, put together a masterclass of 3 excellent quarters. Raiders jump out to a 10-0 lead. Broncos didn't blink. And the game really got turned upside down with the Pat Surtain 100-yard pick 6. That play right there, I think, just showed the whole sideline. Guys, this is not a tough opponent. I don't know why we constantly just bring our worst version of ourselves every time we play them. We can beat these guys, and not with any difficulty. And then from there, it was all Denver. Bo Nix, best game as an NFL quarterback. 19 for 27, 206 yards, 3 touchdowns. It should be 20 for 27, 235-ish yards, and 3 touchdowns if Troy Franklin makes an easy catch in the end zone. But regardless, best game from Bo Nix. And all I care about from Bo Nix this year is improvement week to week. And we are seeing that from Bo. From his first start in Seattle to today, we are seeing him get better every single week. It's not there. It's not all there right now. It doesn't have to be. But he's got a great defense he can lean on right now. And he's got 11 guys making grabs for him as well, which was a franchise best for a total number of receptions in a game by different players. 11 players. I mean, Javonte Williams, the leading receiver in some ways. Jordan Humphrey making plays. Courtland Sutton with an impressive grab in the second half when he's getting interfered with and drawing a flag. Everyone got involved in the receiving department. But Bo Nix has definitely shown this fan base that he's getting better and better. And for a rookie quarterback, that is all I can ask for. So it's a big sigh of relief to see this offense put up 27 points. And then on top of that, Pat Surtain, who I don't think had like a disaster. He did not have a bad start to the year, but we were kind of waiting for that. Oh, that's why Pat Surtain is the best cornerback in the NFL. And he showed everyone today with 2 interceptions, including a pick 6, and our white unicorner, Riley Moss, with his first career interception for 3 takeaways on the day. This was a total beatdown, start to finish, after a 10-0 run for the Raiders. Offense, defense, special teams, and it could not have come against a better opponent like the Las Vegas Raiders. Just overall, this is a win where everyone goes back to the locker room feeling like, you know what? Everyone was on their A game today, right? Like, ground game was there. If you remember in my preview video for this week, I went through 3 keys to victory, and every single key to victory was accomplished. The Broncos' ground game success continued. Javonte Williams has found life on the ground. He is ripping off big chunk yardage runs for Denver. Bo Nix was smart with the football. I mean, he had 4 interceptions in his first 2 games. Zilch since then. And the red zone offense, one of the worst red zone offenses to start the game. And then, to start it going into the game. And then today, they're essentially perfect in the red zone. 3 for 3. Just tremendous on all fronts from Denver. Now, as I'm doing my post-game show, Fox right now is highlighting Sean Payton and Bo Nix kind of having a little bit of a tiff on the sideline. I don't know what it's about. It came right after the Troy Franklin drop touchdown. My suspicion is probably from something earlier in that drive. But regardless, I don't care about it. Like, you shouldn't care about it. They're competitors. They want to be excellent. They want to be perfect. Sean Payton is a perfectionist. So if something's not up to his standard, I'm not surprised he's going to let the quarterback hear about it. And I'm not surprised Bo Nix is going to retaliate with, I just threw a great touchdown pass to Troy Franklin who dropped it. So I'm not going to read into the tea leaves of, ooh, trouble in paradise, Nix and Payton. No, these are just guys that want to win more than anything right now. Before we get any further in my post-game video and recap of this one, our sponsor today, Game Time, has an awesome deal for Broncos Country. If you want to save $20 on Broncos tickets or Avs tickets or Nuggets tickets, download the Game Time app today and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Game Time has this awesome feature called Game Time Picks, which filters out the fluff for you to only show you the best deals. Game Time Picks is such a great deal because you don't spend all that time searching for tickets over multiple sites. You get right to the point with Game Time. So download the Game Time app today and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHAT Sports for $20 off. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. It's also time to give some roses to the defense. The Raiders offense got some garbage scores at the end, but for the most part, outside of the first quarter and a big Brock Bowers touchdown, had nothing going whatsoever in that middle portion of the game, from the second quarter till late in the fourth quarter. 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions. You forced Gardner Minshew to get benched. The pass rush was there. Nick Bonito, Jonathan Cooper, Zach Allen, all getting involved. Everyone was making a big play. And this Broncos team doesn't get looked at as a team filled with firepower or star power, but it's just a bunch of guys and dudes who are contributors. Guys who are going to make plays. Guys that might not get Pro Bowl nods, but when you stack up all these really good players, you've got yourself a really talented team. And that's what Denver has right now. And as the quarterback position gets more comfortable and better, as Bo Nix continues through his rookie season, this is going to be a team that people don't want to play in December and hopefully in January. This is a team that's getting better by the week. And they have put that 0-2 start behind them, 3 straight wins, and now they get ready for what's going to be, I wouldn't say an easy run, but not the toughest run when you look at their schedule. They've got the Chargers at home next Sunday. Then they go on a short week to New Orleans, play Thursday Night Football against Sean Payton's former team. After that, they got the Panthers. I mean, Chargers, Saints, and Panthers have all looked pretty vulnerable the last couple of weeks. Am I wrong? And then some tough games with the Ravens, the Chiefs, and the Falcons. But if they can start stacking up some wins over the next 3 weeks and then try to go maybe 1-2 in that Baltimore, Kansas City, Atlanta stretch, this is a team that will be definitely in the wild card race going into Thanksgiving and December. A lot of football left, I know, but right now this team is playing like a team that can be in the dance, that can make the playoffs. And the defense is a big reason why. I mean, Pat Surtain just being Pat Surtain. At this point, it's just expected out of the guy. He's gone up against DK Metcalf, George Pickens, Mike Evans, Garrett Wilson, zilch. Today, there's no Devontae Adams, but there's no issue for Pat Surtain. Doesn't matter who's playing quarterback. Doesn't matter who he's guarding. You're going to get the Pat Surtain experience. 2 interceptions, 100-yard pick 6. Injuries that just come to my mind right now. Garrett Bowles left the game briefly. He later returned. Frank Crum, the UDFA out of Wyoming, stepped in. Alex Palchevsky, though, did leave the game with an ankle injury. So you're already down Mike McGlinchey. It's a bummer to see more injuries stack up on the Broncos offensive line. Luke Wattenberg also left the game for a moment, for a period of time with an injury. So we'll see if those injuries are serious or if they'll be able to return as early as next week or this week in practice. But the offensive line picked up a couple of injuries in this game. So fingers crossed, nothing too serious. Outside of that, defense stayed healthy. Everyone else on the offense stayed healthy. An incredible win for this fan base that really needed not just a big blowout home win, which, by the way, 34 points, most in 3 years, I think the number is 2021. Someone fact check me, but I don't remember them getting 34 points with Nathaniel Hackett. I don't remember them getting 34 points last year with Russell Wilson. So we have to then go back to 2021. So yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen a scoring explosion like this, but I'm so happy it came at home for everyone that went, and against the Raiders, too, of all teams, ending that drought and really inserting yourself in the mix in the AFC playoff picture. So, out of this game, who do you think the biggest winner for the Broncos is? You want to go with Bo Nix? You want to go with PS2? Riley Moss, first career interception. Javonte Williams, over 100 all-purpose yards. There are some really good candidates to pick from. Sorry the voice is gone. That's what a watch party will do to you. But appreciate everyone for hanging out with us here. Once again, Denver wins a third straight game, 3-2 on the year, 34-18, and with an absolute ass kicking of the Las Vegas Raiders for the first time since they moved to Las Vegas.